It not only brings smiles to their faces, it helps our state's economy. So invite someone you know to Florida and help our state stay sunny. This message sponsored by Visit Florida, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Attention seniors, are you as confused about your Medicare options as I was? Do what I did. Call I Will Advisors at 954-753-8080. They answered all my questions over the phone, and when I was ready to make changes, since I can't drive, Debbie came to my house, which was so convenient. Debbie took care of everything for me. I was able to keep all my doctors and my same pharmacy down the street. Call Debbie at I Will Advisors, 954-753-8080, 954-753-8080.
Here's how people are learning to make extra money from home at Online Trading Academy. If you have mutual funds or an IRA and you're not happy with what you're making, here's a tip from one of the instructors at Online Trading Academy.
How many of you out there are holding stock right now? You could be using options to sell against that stock to bring in income, like rental income.
Renting stocks you already own? Sure. Learn how it's done at Online Trading Academy.
He had this in his 401k, and he was able to generate $4,000 within 2 or 3 weeks' time selling a call option on the Schlumberger shares that he had that he'd been sitting on for years.
People are learning how extra money can be made from home with stocks and more, all with limited risk at Online Trading Academy. Reserve a pair of seats for a free half-day class to see how it's done in Broward and Palm Beach. Online Trading Academy. Call now, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
That I want Yes, indeed. I am that I am right here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we are speaking with all of you. And tonight, we're taking your questions. We are answering your questions and understanding the best way to navigate life. Do you have questions? I have a few questions myself. So you can call 1-888-565-1470. That's the number to connect you in so that we can answer your questions and see what is going on. What aspect of life do we want to shift and change? You know, often we seek the guidance of our friends and our family. We ask their opinion. Let me tell you about someone's opinion, may I? It's based on their experience. And you know what else they say about opinions? Everybody's got one. But that's okay, because everyone is entitled to their opinion, but is also based on their perception of their reality, their experiences, their conditions. So sometimes we just need to sit and be still. When was the last time you sat and you were still and you waited for the answer? Now, this is the part that gets us all. We don't know how to be quiet. We need to sit and be still. We're always busy into distraction, just moving around, accomplishing anything and everything we need to get done. Doing errands, occupying our time with work and things in front of us. Maybe we've got to take children from point A to point B. Then we've got to come home and do dinner, and the rat race continues. But in the stillness, you will find your answers. So how many of you listening this evening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah want to make a shift and a change? You want to change and shift and rearrange things in your life. What if, in the stillness, you knew the exact question to ask? Did you know that the answers we receive are based on the questions that we ask? Some of us are afraid to ask the right question. Sometimes people will ask the question, how do you think my relationship's going? Sometimes I think to myself, well, if we're asking how is it going, chances are it's not going very well, is it? Because why are you asking? But sometimes there's an area, an aspect of a relationship that we want to look at. But we as humans are afraid of the answer we'll get in reply. Because we know things are a certain way, and many of us, we don't like change. We are accustomed to doing what we do. And sometimes it's better to be where we are because we're used to it. But when we ask questions and we want to navigate life and recreate our life, we have to ask the direct questions. The answer is always given in the direct question. What can I do to make the shift? What can I do next? Should I? Could I? Shall I? We have to ask a question regarding you. You see, what happens is we want to ask about what someone else is doing. Well, what they're doing is, well, subject to their opinion, subject to their experience, subject to their emotional life. So they're going to be based on their feeling world. But when we ask a question, we want to ask a question of the universe that is going to take us to the next step. Now, the other part is often we don't know what the next step is. Do you know what you want to do next? Do you know where you want to go? Do you know what job you want next? Do you know if you could define your financial picture and make it anything? Do you know how much you'd like to make? Have you written that down? Did you write it on your mirror? Let me teach you a really old trick. Girls, get out your lipstick. Guys, get out the erasable marker and write, unless you're sharing your wife's lipstick, but that's a whole nother story. Write down what you want. Right on the mirror. You can put it on a piece of paper. But I kind of like seeing it reflecting in the mirror. And besides, I have a lipstick especially put to the side so I could write on the mirror. It's a color I'm not particularly fond of, but it has a nice vibrancy. Just, I don't like to wear it. And I write what I want. How much increase would you like in this end of 2017? Notice I didn't say 2018. Goodness gracious, we've got October, November, and December. We've got 3 months to kick it up a notch. And I know you may be saying, but Sarah, in my current job, my current condition, my current circumstance, or my lack of employment, how am I going to do that? What could you do that would bring you joy? You know, they say the people who live the longest are the people who work with passion and purpose, because they have a reason to get up in the morning. Many of us, we get up in the morning, we have a reason, and our reason would be bills. Paying the piper. Yes, indeed, let's pay all those bills. And that's great, but where do we go from there? Where's the joy? If you listened to our show last week, there was a common thread amongst all the callers. And the thread was rooted in dissatisfaction with life. Feeling as if the joy had left life. Feeling as if we didn't know where we go from here. And we didn't know how to have fun anymore. That all the things that we looked forward to doing no longer brought us joy. Caller after caller, there was a version of that. And you know, I noticed, especially after the show, because the show brought it to my attention. And I'm so fortunate to get to learn by all of your questions just what's really going on in the world and the emotional feeling world, all the humans on the planet. What are we feeling? And a lot of us are feeling, has this really been worth it? This journey of life, this work that we do, this day-to-day ho-hum. Gotta keep going. But what are we going for? We're going to what? Clock in and clock out and wake up and go to sleep. And what do we have to show for all of that? And you know, I remember my grandparents, they used to say, well, you can't take it with you. You can't take the new car or the beautiful furniture with you when you cross over. Wherever it is we're going, I don't think they have room for that. So what do you do? Yes, tangible, physical, wonderful things. And they're such a blessing. And what freedom to be able to purchase those things and to have them and enjoy them. But sometimes we become a slave to the things. You know, there's a saying, if you're of the world, you're really not of God. If you're of God, well, then you're not really of the world. You exist in the world. The attachment isn't there to all the things, to everything that we deem necessary, to everything that we deem important. No attachment. Yes, we can love those that we care for greatly. But what's driving you? When was the last time you looked yourself in the mirror and you said, what's my driving force? Because your driving force should be your life force, your life stream, and your life stream is fueled with harmony and love and peace and abundance. Is that what's fueling you? Have you recognized it? It's there, but it's almost as if you're putting in the wrong gasoline in your vehicle, in your physical vehicle, because you're not fueling the spirit. The spirit doesn't need much. It's really programmed to just coast along life. And it's such a magnetic force, a fabulous force, that anything you desire, it brings it to you. It just brings it this way, and it brings it right up in front of you so nothing can snatch it from you. But it's when we're worrying about all the other things that are going on and all the things we have to do that we find ourselves stuck. Stuck thinking, wow, I've got to keep going. I've got to do this. This is what's next. And we're not feeling the flow of the harmony. You know, we have to learn to wait. The stillness is tough. I know we all want what we want. Do you have a list? I have a list. It's great to have a list. And like Santa, I'm checking it twice. And some days I'm like, in Santa, I was very nice. I wasn't naughty, right? It'll be Christmas before you know it. And when I check that list and I look at it, I feel that everything around me is in movement, supporting it. Even though I don't have the physical attainment of what I desire, I know that I am making the movement. I know that I am doing my part. You know, many of you come to my center in West Palm Beach, the Expedito Enlightenment Center on Okeechobee Boulevard. And it's a beautiful center The energy is spectacular. And I remember when I boarded up for the hurricane, I did everything that I needed to do for the center. And then I remember looking up and saying, okay, I did my part. The rest is on you guys. Yep, angels, masters, everybody, step up. Because there's some things we cannot control. We don't know everything. So what we do is we allow things to unfold. And we trust that everything happens in some divine order. And things happen for a reason. And there are things that happen as a result of mismanagement or just not doing the right things to prepare. You know, if we were in a crisis and we did nothing to prepare, then perhaps something would happen when it might not be in your life journey ordained for something to go wrong. You see, we have that free will, that mechanism that lets us decide, in the moment of now, this is what I'm going to do. In the moment of now, I can do all things that I choose because I'm a force of light and energy. And learning to command the energy. When you go to a show, a Broadway show or a musical production, when you see someone on stage, you recognize they've got presence. They have stage presence. That's their I am presence, their inner being shining out. So many of us have that presence there just waiting for us to call upon it, waiting for you to say, come. You light the way. My human personality is great, but you light the way. You've got so much more light. Your inner spirit has more light than you could ever manufacture with all the things that we've been taught to do to make ourselves look all primped up and pretty or dressed up and formal. Everything. It's all a show. But the light from within, nobody can take that from you. That spirit never ages. It's beautiful always. It doesn't have to worry if it's wrinkled because it radiates a luminosity that is a spark of light from the heavens. Imagine that. Imagine if that's the energy that you call forth to be around you in everything that you do, so that when you ask a question of your angels or your guides, or this evening, you call in and you ask me a question so that I can get the message from the angels and the guides and the masters. Spirit and I can navigate with you. We can go for a ride, the journey of your life and what's before you. Call the luminosity that is you. I call mine. It's a bright, shining light. Can't you see it? If you're listening, can't you feel it? Can you feel it in my voice? The energy, the intensity, the flow, the journey. It's all there for you to utilize. And those of you watching on Facebook, thank you everyone for watching on Facebook. And you can message me on Facebook and ask a question there. And if you're on Periscope, we welcome your questions as well. And we do welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. We have some exciting things coming up at the center, and I want to take a minute to tell you about them. Tomorrow night, we're doing a class on spiritual cards. What spiritual cards are right for you? I'm going to talk about the different cards and how they can be used and how the messages can be given to you. And then we get to have some fun. We can't all sit around and give each other messages. It's a great interactive class. Go to sarahspiritual.com and register today. It's such a beautiful experience. It's only $25, and at the door it's $30. So I'd love if you pre-registered and joined the celebration of messages and light. And then on Tuesday, we're going to talk about the properties of oils and herbs and how to utilize the magical qualities of all that we have available to us in the manifestation process. And that's Tuesday night at 7:30. And that would be October 3rd. So we've got some busy things coming up. And then on the 15th and the 16th of October, I will be in Fort Lauderdale in the New Life Expo. I'm teaching 2 classes, and I'm going to be giving readings there all day, Saturday and Sunday. So I sincerely hope you stop by my booth, Sarah Spiritual, and sit with me for a personal session. 15 minutes. Let's see what the universe has for you, your guides and your angels. You know, we've been known to chat with a few loved ones from the other side when we're there as well. It's a great full house of energetic beings supporting us. So I do hope that you join us there. And I do hope you're joining us here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and live in Atlanta at 1100 AM, listening to me right there. So we welcome your calls at 1-888-565-1470. We're going to take just a moment to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to go to the phone lines and we're going to go to Facebook. So line up those questions. Let's see what Spirit has to say to you. And come on, get in my car. We're going for a ride. We're going for a ride to see what the future holds, to take in the scenery and be one, and to really just enjoy the ride. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie play.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. We are here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, The Talk. And we're spiritually speaking with me, Sarah. And we're connecting with all of you and navigating life. So let's go for a ride. Let's see what life holds in store for you. And let's really ask the right questions. The question that's going to take you to the road that is the road to travel to get where you want to be, or perhaps the road to revisit to see what we need to understand. Perhaps there's something we need to navigate and review so that we can get moving because you're feeling a little stuck, a little stagnant. Whatever the story is, we're not going to hold on to the story. We're going to just flip through the pages and change the chapter and write a whole new story. I'm going to go right to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. And if you're listening in Atlanta and you're driving in your car, driving wrong, just pick up the phone and join us here in the conversation. I might be located in sunny South Florida, but we are heard nationally. And I am so excited to be heard there, right there in Atlanta, and be a part of the Atlanta family. So we're going to go right to the phone lines. And I have Tanya. And Tanya, she's in Cooper, Texas. Tanya, how are you this evening?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Tanya. And Tanya, I have a question for you before we even get started. Have you been working with crystals?
I actually just bought some new crystals and crystal knowledge book and crystal healing. So
there's all these crystals in your energy. They're talking about crystals. They're talking about your fascination with crystals and that you want to utilize the crystals for balancing energy and healing. Is that true? Yes?
That's true.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. Archangel Raphael steps forward and he is looking forward. I would say he, but you know really, it's not a he or she, but Archangel Raphael is stepping forward to assist you, my dear, in that wonderful healing adventure. They tell me that you're ready for adventure. Yes?
I am, yes.
Yes, you want to just kind of kick off your sneakers and put on your spiritual crystal shoes and get cracking, right?
Yes, very much so.
Wonderful, wonderful. And a lot of good energy coming from those crystals. And, you know, Spirit puts before me a amethyst crystal, and I also see the angelite crystal, which is also very close in color of blue. It's got that blue energy. So I've got that beautiful stone, and I've got amethyst. Those are two stones that will balance things well for you. And then I also see the citrine as being a very prominent stone in your path. So these are things that are going to help you. So if you don't have those in your collection, then goodness, you might want to add them. And of course, you could always call the Expedito Enlightenment Center. We do have plenty of crystals there as well.
Okay. But I believe I do have them.
Perfect. I had a feeling you did. Feeling you did. So, Tanya, how can I assist you tonight?
Well, I keep having a dream, and this is a recurring dream, and it's they're always a pleasant dream, but in the dream, I am always roller skating, and it's always smooth, perfect roller skating, not falling down, just very much at ease, roller skating around people, through their houses, just roller skating.
Okay.
But then if I'm not roller skating, then I have high heels on, and I am walking perfectly in them, no pain from wearing the high heels, just walking with confidence in the heels.
Well, let me tell you what I see in that. First of all, I hear a song. I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. So I'm starting to hear the song in my head, but let me tell you, this is a great dream because, first of all, the wheels are moving, and so I see movement around you. But what I also see is that your feet in both scenarios are really not quite touching the ground. You're elevated. And you're working on your elevation. And as you're moving, you're viewing everything, you're taking everything in. There's ease, there's grace, there's no disturbance. When you're in the heels, there's no physicality, no pain. But it's like it adds height to you. It lifts you up.
Yeah.
Right? So your spirit is working to lift you up. You know, it's like, I raise you up. Right? So they're raising you up. And they're bringing you up in the energy so that you have they're kind of describing it as a bird's eye view of what's going on all around you. And it shows you how you can flow from one scenario to another without there being this interruption, this jagged edge. And sometimes Spirit tells me that things seem a little jagged to you. And so you're looking to have balance and flow. And this is what they're bringing you. And also it brings that spirit of that childlike wonderment, that innocence of being a child, and that magnificent energy of just having fun, because being spiritual and being in spirit is fun. You want to be fun. It's the childlike wonderment. I mean, not every day can be a picnic because we deal with life, but it's, again, how do we view the experience, and how often can we laugh at ourselves? I laugh at myself every day. It's like,
every
day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some days I look at me and go, you know, Sarah, you slay you. I'm just too funny for me. But I laugh because I laugh at the things that disrupt me. I laugh at the things that are out of whack within me. Sometimes if something's bothering me, I laugh at myself. I go, oh, that was a mouthful. Like, what were you thinking? And I laugh, but not in a critical way. It's more an acknowledgement of, wow, you know what? To notice what I notice and laugh about it. Because everything passes. And there's no problem, there's no circumstance, there's no condition or situation that cannot be solved, cannot be fixed. And they're always temporary, no matter what it is. And so you're in a perfect flow. And I think this is encapsulating the purpose of your spirit, which is for you to be a free spirit. This gypsy-like spirit is really how I see you. And someone who wants to have childlike wonderment, you know, that fun, that, look at this crystal, this is beautiful. And it brings you to that sense of balance and peace. So I think it's a wonderful dream to have.
Oh, very much so.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. And what's funny, when you were, the first song that you had sang, I had wrote down the question about the roller skating in my dream journal, and then it was maybe that next day or so that I heard that song. So that's awesome.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny because that song's like it's been around for years, but yeah, because it's the synchronicity of it all, right? The universe always ties everything up for us and puts it in a nice little package. If we don't notice the clues, then we're not getting it. And that's okay. They don't judge us. They're like, oh, special. They'll have to get it next time. But you are so on track, so on purpose. you're on fire with this desire to make a difference in the world. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very much so.
And your spirit has grown spectacularly. I mean, there's been such movement in your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And it feels wonderful.
Yes.
It just feels wonderful. It feels like home for the first time.
Yes.
Do you see my Enlightenment Center going to be the building process starting towards the end of October of this year?
Not quite. I feel it takes a bit longer for you to get everything in place. Do you have a location in mind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's still some things that have to come together.
Okay.
It's a physical structure there, and you're going to build it out, yes?
It's going to be completely brand new from ground up.
From ground up, okay. So it's going to take a little bit of time. That October date, I don't know if it's a permit or something, but something will not quite be in order. But I feel as if February is an important time for this. Come February, things are almost to completion or completed.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
All right. So that if you have a slow start, it is not for worry.
Okay.
And I would love to come and teach at your wonderful center. I look forward to that.
I know.
Yes.
I know. It'll be wonderful.
Yes. And it also, I don't know if you know, but I have a business class that we're starting next month. So I'd love to share with you some of the knowledge that I've learned over the years.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here tonight, and thank you for your question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we're answering your questions. And, well, I'm going to go from Texas to New York, and we've got Steve on the line. Steve, how are you this evening?
Hi, Sarah. How's it going?
I'm doing great, Steve. How are you?
I'm good. You were right. I did a project in August, which was one of the happiest I've ever done.
Wonderful.
It was. Everything was right about great part. I was the lead. It demanded a lot of me. Great director, great producers, generous producers, wonderful actors.
Great. Glad to hear that. And I always love when Spirit is spot on and calls it like it is, Steve. So how can Spirit and I assist you tonight? What is your question for me?
Well, now the energy seems to have gotten slow. It's at a standstill again.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what I can do about it.
Well, Spirit was also telling me that it is important for you to rest. Yes, you pushed yourself a bit on this one?
Yeah, but I'm not tired.
Okay, I understand. But still, we need to rest. Because they're taking me to your throat. And is there a node or something on the vocal cords that we need to look into?
No, I thought I told you about this. About 6 months ago, I was in an accident and a bone broke in my throat.
Yeah.
But my acting voice, my speaking voice is fine.
Okay.
And last weekend, because Matthew was hosting a salon for cabaret singers, I went and sang for the first time since my injury.
Okay.
And it went great.
Wonderful.
I mean, I've lost a couple of top notes, and I don't think I have a note on my throat, my tongue. There's something like a cold sore in my tongue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing a growth or something, or an irritation is really the word they give me, an irritation.
Yeah,
so I want you to pay attention to that, okay? So, and sometimes, we have an injury and something happens, and then other things form. So, keep in touch with the ear, nose, and throat doctor and stay on track with that, because your tool, of course, is your voice for the acting that you do. And they're bringing me into the week of October 20th, and they're taking me to October 20th to October 29th, that 9-day period. I feel like there's a lot of movement starting up again, and I feel as if you're on track for a project again.
Someone had told me that I have something really big waiting in the wings, but I have to grow toward it. So I wondered, instead of spending my time meditating on the project, rather, would it be better if I spent the time meditating on the person who would get the project?
No. Meditate on the desired result. See yourself in a project that fulfills all your dreams. See yourself completely fulfilled, abundance flowing. See yourself in the light, not just the light of the heavens, but the stage light. And see the stage lights surrounding you. And hear the feedback, either from the directors and the cast, or if it's a live production, from the audience. Be in the feeling of that success, and use the success that you shared when you had this latest project. Remember what that felt like. And I say that to anyone and everyone who's looking to manifest and create something. Feel the feeling. Meditate upon the feeling of that joy, that harmony, that everything aligns, everything is fulfilled. There's no lack, there's no interruption, that your I am being, your spirit, is directing that energy to create, because everything in the universe is precipitated based on our thoughts and our words, our actions, our emotions. So it's so important to focus on all of that being in alignment and balance to create that which we desire. And when you create that energy and you bask in the energy, like a sun goddess or god underneath the sun, just basking in that glow, when you bask in that energy, it opens up the portal to bring forth the exact outcome that you look for. Don't waste the thoughts on other people or even the personality of you. Focus on the energy that supports the outcome. Focus on what that feeling is. Because if we are in alignment with that feeling, if that feeling is the governing energy in us, then we won't get distracted when the phone doesn't ring, or we go a week, or the phone call comes on the 28th and it was close to the 29th of October and you started to worry and say, no, Sarah said it was going to be between this time and this time. And our imagination or our fear or our disappointment or our stagnation, whatever the interruption is, begins to freeze and cut us off of that current of flow. You see, the universe is very specific. There's a flow of energy that's available to all of us. We need simply say it. We need simply feel it. We need simply bask in the energy and not lose ourselves in the distractions of everything else.
Right. The producers of the wonderful film I just did, I got a message from them last week that they saw a rough cut of the movie and that I'm wonderful and hilarious in it.
Perfect.
And about my tongue, I spoke to my healer, and he gave me a lot of nutritional things, which I'm slowly adding in. Will they help a lot with it?
They will. They will. And, it's an imbalance in the body.
Oh, he said I've been through a lot of stress.
Yeah, it's an imbalance in the body. Yeah, so it triggered it. But it will heal. It will heal. It's uncomfortable, I know.
Right. It's not life-threatening. It's just uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Wonderful,
All right.
Sarah.
Thank
I'm looking
you,
forward
Steve.
to wonderful stuff, and thank you. The work's been going great. My working class has been incredible in the last few months, so I've really used it to grow as an actor. So when the opportunity is there, bam, I know what to do.
You know what to do. Absolutely. Thank you, Steve, and thank you for following
Thank
me
you,
here
Sarah.
on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Thank you. God bless
Have
you.
a wonderful Sarah. Whatever
You
you're
too.
doing.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets us right in here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines and we're going to go to Facebook. So if you've got a question just waiting for me on Facebook, be sure to ask your direct question. Give me some information. Tell me your birthday and give me that question. And let's see what Spirit has for you. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul?
Hi, I'm Tina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470, 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. You can reach me right here at 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right here. And we've got a caller in West Palm Beach. And Facebook people, get ready because we're going to go to you next. But I want to take a call right now in West Palm Beach because I've got Kay on the line. And she's been holding for a while. And these phone lines are hopping. And we want to make sure that we get everybody's call. So, Kay, how can we assist you tonight?
Good evening, Sarah. I have
some concerns with my child and my finances. Not certain what where Spirit can help me to grant me some comfort where those two are concerned.
There seems to be interruption in the finances. Does that make sense to you? I feel like we hit a wall. We hit a block, yes?
Yes.
Okay. When I look at this interruption, the first thing they make me aware of is that there's things that are happening out of your control. Does that make sense to you? You're not in control of that outcome, yes? It's at the effect or the decision of someone else, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
And I'm looking for money to come into the household. They give me the word household because there's additional monies that are to come. But I feel as if your hands are tied and you can't quite get to the flexibility of all the work that you'd like to do. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it makes complete sense.
Okay. So we're a little tied, but we need some income to come in. So we've got to do that flexibility juggling thing. Is that correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And you don't have a lot of time. Like, I don't feel that you have all the support to take care of your family and go to work the way you'd like to, yes?
This is true.
Okay. What is your child's name, please?
Her name is Carrie Ann.
Her birthday?
9/23/98.
She seems uncertain. She seems out of sorts. She's not focused on the things that are coming next for her. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay. And you're feeling frustrated. I feel like you guys are a little bit at odds, like mother-daughter, a little mini war, yes?
It's the constant reminder of just letting go and let God take control. Yes, that's where we are.
Yes, that's where you are, and you are learning patience, yes?
Oh, absolutely.
But I want you to understand something. She's not you. Her personality is totally different from you. She doesn't have the drive, and she's a little spoiled. You spoiled her. And so now she has to kind of step up to the plate and make the right next choice, because I see her walking around in circles like she's in a fog. Like she don't know, what am I going to do now? And I'm not feeling that she's got that energy that you have, that go-get-it spirit. Spirit tells me she's a little lazy. I'm not labeling her, but that's just the energy around her, yes? So her priorities are out of sorts, yes?
Yes, at times, definitely.
And I've got a lot of headaches with her, or something going on with the head. Does she have headaches, please?
Occasionally, yes.
Okay. I'm not feeling her going to bed on time. I'm not feeling her rested. I kind of feel her like just, being a young adult, honestly. So it's for her to understand where her purpose and passion lie. Next year brings her a little bit more clarity. You're going to have to be a little bit more patient. There's a test or a deadline she has coming up soon, or something she has to take so she can move forward to something else?
She just went away for school, so I am not 100% certain of everything that's going on.
Yeah, there's some test or something that has a deadline, or maybe it's her first project, but I'm seeing something because I'm feeling her anxious. I'm feeling her nervous. I'm feeling her like, oh my God, because she's not used to being that organized. This is true, yes?
No, it's true.
Okay. But she will be okay. I know that you're stretched in your finances. Spirit is telling me that there's new opportunities in work and for you to grow finances. There's a thought of you creating a new job for yourself, yes?
I've been sending out applications.
Yes, I see you creating a new job. I see you creating it. And notice I said creating it. I didn't say looking for a job.
Right.
I said we're creating it. You're doing the tangible tasks necessary to make work, and then you're opening up yourself to receive what the universe places before you. And I'm going to put you, the job market, I know that you have a specific tasks, but the job market is not as narrow as you're feeling, and I'm going to place you in work in the next few weeks. They give me 4. It is not for you to panic, but they give me 4. So it's 4 weeks. I feel like work comes, or there's that interview that becomes the job that you receive. It is about 4 weeks. Now, in the manifestation process, I encourage you to see it coming sooner. But right now, on the pace and the energy, I see it coming in about the 4 week. All right?
Okay.
All right. And Carrie, is this Kay? Is this the first time you've called into the show?
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for continuing to follow the show, and I greatly appreciate you. And you can see the show live on Facebook. So follow me, Sarah Spiritual, on Facebook, and see the whole show, or on Periscope as well.
Okay, that sounds good. I actually saw you in the parking lot yesterday.
The parking lot? Oh, yes, the parking lot. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I know. My son's like, Mom, everywhere you go, everybody knows you. Yes, thank you for saying hello to me in the parking lot. Yes, thank you for reconnecting with me. Thank you, honey. God bless you.
Okay.
All
God
right.
bless you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. In the parking lot. I'm like, oh yeah, the parking lot. That was yesterday. All the days start to blur together when you're in the spirit world, I'll tell you. Facebook, we want your questions. And I have questions from Brenda. I have questions from Laura, from Kim. I have questions from so many people, from Francis, from Carolina, from Lizette. So if you are watching live on Facebook, you have to know that when we come back, we're going to go to Facebook and answer your questions. And if you're just picking up the phone, 1-888-565-1470. That's the message number to call so you can get in and hear whatever Spirit has to say. So everyone, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going on Facebook. We're going to answer your calls. What's the question? What's the question that's in your heart? How can we assist you and ride the wave of life and take you right to the shore of your desires? Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN. Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
Yes, indeed. I am more than I ever imagined because I tap into my I am presence, the divine energy inside, and I use that to direct everything. That's that spark of light that we all have, that pizzazz that lets you just move forward. We're going to go to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470, but I also want to pull up a question because we have a question from, oh goodness, we've got questions from so many people. So I really want to go to, if we could pull up part of Francis's question, that would be great. And I'm going to go to the phone lines and I'm going to talk to James while we get Francis ready, because we're going to talk to you, Francis, because you have a really intense question about changes live on Facebook. And I want to get to that one. But in the meantime, we're going to go to Pompano, and I've got James on the line. James, how are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you this evening, Sarah?
I'm doing great, James. Great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for calling. What can Spirit and I assist you with?
Oh, Sarah, I want to know if Spirit had a message for me.
You know, I'm being led to personalities and life, and I feel like you're learning to make personalities mesh and be flexible. Does that make sense to you? Are you learning to be patient and flexible? Yes?
I think on a daily basis.
Well, I guess they're going, bravo, you're getting better, my friend. Bravo. They also take me to the month of November. I see business coming to you. I see deals coming. I see actually finishing of finances. Is there something on the hopper here for you right now?
Yes, there is.
Okay. They're telling me there's some close of business coming in the month of November. So I'm seeing some things coming together, not just one thing. I'm seeing more than one thing. I'm actually having two items, one right after the other, and that they seem to come to a head in the month of November, perhaps right before one, and then the next one comes in the beginning, but it's very close to that month of November. I'm also being made aware of a trip. There's a trip you want to take. Is there a trip that you're talking about taking right now?
Well, you know, the holidays are coming up, so you never know.
Darling, you never know. I'm seeing you taking a trip, darling. Okay, I don't know where you're going, but I'm seeing a trip. But this trip is not rooted in family. So I know during the holidays, a lot of us travel for family, but I actually feel as if there's a getaway that maybe you've talked about at home. I see this shift and this change coming for you. I'm also seeing, has there been a conversation with an alliance, an allegiance with another business partner or someone who brings something to the table? Yes?
Yes, there has.
Okay, because they're making me aware they're bringing in another person, another partner, and they're also talking to me about something. Is there a different arena in your business that you're looking into, something commercial? Is there something?
I'm looking into different arenas. I haven't settled on one, but I'm looking at several different ones.
Okay, they're telling me something about commercial. There's something commercial available to you, so I don't know if that's for consideration or just for a deal, but Spirit is making me aware of that. But I do feel a collaboration, a connection with someone, and this is going to be formed like a partnership. It's going to give you a little bit more stability. And I'm also seeing that you have a lot of networking events that are coming up or that you are thinking of attending. Spirit is encouraging you that you show up, polish shoes, big smile, and make those connections, because I'm seeing a lot of momentum building as you come out of this 2017 year. Oh my God, can you believe it's going to be 2018? But anyway, coming into 2018, my friend, there's a lot of business to be had. A lot of business to be had. And I'm seeing a lot of paperwork around you, a lot of documents. So the work you do now, the seeds you sow for the garden of your career and your business are going to begin to take root, and you're going to reap those rewards coming into this 2018 year. Is going to be a nice solid push into the year. I hope I've been of assistance to you, James.
You have, and I look forward to it, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to you singing, I'm in the money, right? A lot of money coming to you. A lot of success coming as well. And I do hope to see you stop by the Fort Lauderdale New Life Expo on the 15th and the 16th of October. I'll be there all day, Saturday and Sunday. So perhaps you'll have some free time in between all this business. I'd love to see you at the expo, James.
I'll have to make a point. Look forward to seeing you, Sarah.
Thank you. I look forward to it as well. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that brings us right here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And want to say hi to everyone in Atlanta at 1100 a.m. Thank you so much for listening and joining us here as we navigate our questions. And I'd love to go to Facebook and see what question Francis has for us, because I know that Francis was talking about a lot of changes that are coming. But Francis is also talking about a lot of resistance. I don't feel, Francis, that you're receiving the support from family. And there seems to be, I want to talk about a family squabble. I feel like not everybody's on the same page. Shoot, behind people's backs, everybody's got talking go on. And you know what, Francis? It's time for you to emerge and make some changes. I know you're not feeling supported, but you know what Spirit's saying? Let's give them something to talk about. Move forward and these changes, because there are things coming for you in movement. I feel as if there's business opportunities and there's a potential move or shift in home life that's coming for you. But I feel as if family is interfering with something being completed that doesn't allow you the flexibility. Almost like there's something in the community of family, in your family members, that not everybody's in agreement with. And until we resolve this and we get everything on board, then we can move forward in life and move forward in business and career. I'm going to tell you, Francis, trust your intuition. If you're not feeling supported, then be your own foundation and trust that you're not supported. Don't get upset. Don't worry. Don't feel that feeling of angst or disappointment. Don't feed into that energy. Trust that something wonderful can come of all of this. Because, Francis, you are a bright, bright light, and there's a lot of opportunities coming for you. And you are going to create your own, I want to call, identity in business and career. And this emerges in this 2018 year. So it's a powerful time for you. It's as if your birthday, which is going to fall around the Thanksgiving time, yes? This birthday time is going to be a celebration of gratitude and new beginnings, new momentum. For you, consider it your new year. So thank you so much, Francis, for your Facebook question. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for always following me on Facebook. And we're going to line up another Facebook question. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go right to the phone lines. And I've got Evie, and she's in Kissimmee. Evie, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Round and around you go. Where you stop, nobody knows. A lot of activity, a lot of busyness in your life right now, yes? Busy to exhaustion, but just mundane tasks. Is that true?
Very true.
Yes. And you're calling about finances, yes?
Oh, my God, yes.
Oh, my God, yes. Let me tell you, they tell me to tell you not to worry. You have all the time in the world, okay? They say don't worry. They bring me to the month of, I really want to go to November. They go to November and they go November 1. November 1 opens up this activity for finances to be flowing and for independent work to be yours. So I don't feel that you are at the mercy of someone else's schedule. I do feel that you still have flexibility, but I feel you with a tangible task of work that you'll be doing that is consistent. I see consistency in work. And I see the finances flowing. And they really are telling me there's nothing to be concerned about. Everything's going to fall into place perfectly. Even if it's just in the nick of time, it's going to all fall into place perfectly. All right?
All right. That's great news.
Great, great. And it's going to be a powerful year for you as you close out this year as well, because it's you've gone through a cleansing. And Spirit tells me that you've released a lot of your old beliefs and you've learned to let go of fear. Yes?
Yeah.
Very, very important. Let go of that fear. Because the fear of lack and fear of relationships is slowing you down. You know, you only let people in so far. Open up.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
All right? Relationship is coming for you. Relationship is coming for you. You're going to be pulling the trigger as to when that happens. Did you have another question for me, or did I answer your question already? I'm sorry.
You answered my question. You answered my question.
All right. I didn't even give you a chance to ask. I was just like, let me tell you what I hear. So thank you so much for calling, honey. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you as well. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets us right in here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. But I've got to go to Facebook. We've got so many questions building up. Up we go. Let's see. Yes, Lizette. She's been ill for the past 2 weeks. Let's see. Please let me know. Okay, so first of all, Lizette, I'm going to go to your house, and hopefully you're listening so that you can see this. But with your permission, I'm going to go to your house. I'm going to sketch your house out right here on my paper. And I need to see, and if you're on live on Facebook at this minute, to catch this as it's happening, I would love your feedback, Lizette. But Lizette, first of all, I am feeling exhausted. I'm feeling exhausted when I walk through your door. I'm feeling a pressure of energy. It pushes up against my chest like I can't catch my breath, Lizette. And when I walk through the door and I go, but I have to go back into the left of the house, I'm feeling misalignment there. I'm actually kind of feeling headachy. My whole body feels as if I have a flu. So I'm feeling restlessness, uncomfortability. I'm feeling aches. I'm feeling exhausted. I'm feeling as if there's a actual physical cause to this. The physical cause seems to be some virus or something you picked up, weaken the immunity. But I also see that there's some spiritual attachments with you, Lizette. And these spiritual attachments are kind of pushing in on your energy and draining you. It's almost, let's call it a psychic vampire. So I want you to go into the house, and I want you to take some clear water and place clear water in your bedroom and in your family room. And I want you to put it in the other bedroom. There's another bedroom. I need it there in that other room too. I suggest you put a piece of camphor there, because that camphor in the water is going to dissipate the energies. I strongly suggest that you use something to clear that space. I'm going to suggest that you use something like copal or esterake, placing that on some charcoal and clear the space. And I would suggest, if you don't have one, you should get one, to have a magnificent amethyst crystal. I would place that in the family room, and I would have another one in my bedroom, because it's going to offer you that protection and some of that psychic connectiveness. I know that you feel drained, and I feel as if, Lizette, you had visitors or people in your house not too long ago, and the energy got out of sorts, and that coupled with a physical illness that kind of grabbed hold of you. I sincerely hope, Lizette, that I've been of service to you. We're going to advise you to smoke out the house, place some crystals and some glasses of water with some camphor to pick up the energy. It dissipates all of those energies that are there. Houses have energy, everything in your house has energy, and we as people have our own energy. Seems to have everything a bit misaligned. I wish you the best, Lizette. Any further questions, you can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955, and we'll put that on our Facebook feed, the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. And go ahead and give us a call, and we'll guide you through that. And if there's anything that you need us to send you, we can ship it right to you. I trust you'll feel better. Archangel Raphael will assist you with that as well. Thank you, Lizette, for your Facebook question. And I think we need to go to another Facebook question, and we'll see who else. I know Helena's on. I love that Helena loves her dream mist. And thank you so much, Helena, for acknowledging that. I see that Joey's on, and Sarah. And I absolutely love that energy that's around all of you. And I'm going to go, as we pull up our Facebook question here. Let's see. We've got a question from Jennifer. And Jennifer is wondering, he's looking for a job, and if he's going to get hired where he is at now, or he's going to find something else. That's a great question. Let's see, Jennifer, what I have in store for your husband. Your husband is looking like, it's almost as if there's a part-time or some movement in his current work, and I feel as if they are expanding that particular job. But I also feel as they get ready to hire him, so the answer to the question is yes, I see work coming in his current workplace. However, I do feel that he was looking for work and there will be a different offer that will be presented as well. I'm seeing that your husband is going to have, Jennifer, a choice. So it's to look at the benefits, the finances, what is going to support you and the family the best. And I'm going to say that this is going to move along by the end of October, maybe October 20th, 24th, 25th. This is the feel. We've got about 3 weeks here. He's going to know more certainly where he's going in that company. I do feel that he's going to have a lot of success coming for him. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for your Facebook question. And I'm going to go right to the phone lines. And I've got Joe. And Joe, he's in Florida. Joe, how are you this evening?
Pretty good. The same Joey that you just saw on Facebook.
Oh, Joe, how are you? Thank you so much for calling in, Joey. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Basically, I just want to know what Spirit has to say for me.
Okay,
I'm
perfectly.
particularly interested in romance and finance, but let's see what the priority is.
Okay. You know what? I want to give you a thank you. I know that you said that we had given you a message on one of our Facebook Lives. And so thank you for giving us a shout out that Spirit had predicted, I think, the timeline for a rental for you. Is that correct?
Yes, it was, exactly.
All right, perfect. Joey, let me talk about romance. Spirit talks about sometimes you can be a little unsure as to whether the person that you're with is as attentive and for you as you are for them. Yes, sometimes you've attracted people who've been emotionally unavailable. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm seeing that there's an intensification in romance. It's like you've been asking the universe, Spirit, to bring you a mate and intensify relationship for you. Is that correct?
Yes, more specifically a twin flame.
Yes, exactly. That other spark of you and that intensification of that energy. And I'm made aware that you have the assistance of the angels, the master, Saint Germain is also with you. But I'm also seeing that there's some work for you to do because they talk about you can be a little fickle, Joey. Sometimes you get a little unsettled as to what it is you want until you're in it. So set the intention and be very clear. We want that twin flame, but what we do need is that energy of the twin flame for you to be as ready as they are and see the culmination of the energy coming together. I am made aware that finances will also increase. Do you do projects or get hired to do different events? Yes?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's random for me.
They're expanding.
I could be doing a reading, I could be doing a decorating, I could be doing a makeover, I could be doing a hair color. It could be anything, but to me, everything is spiritual. It's a whole package.
It's a whole package, but that's what I see. I see you doing things per diem or events or different activities, and I'm seeing it running the gamut. I'm seeing increase. So in the vision of that I am and the I am presence, I'm seeing this being illuminated and intensified as well, and I'm seeing the growth. I'm seeing that you become a hot commodity and in great demand, Joey. So I'm seeing that a lot of people are going to be looking for your expertise in multiple arenas. So this is a beautiful thing, Joey, and I see a lot of growth coming for you. And I'm seeing that, your dancing with temporary is coming to a close as far as romance is concerned. All right, my dear?
That sounds good because I have as far as being fickle, I actually sat down and wrote the details of what I wanted. Yes. And I always sit down and I write this or better so that when I change my mind.
When you change your mind, yes. So
when I switch around that way, no, it's down. I have it in writing.
Yes, this or better, because it gives the universe permission to interject, because sometimes, we're a little special in our vision. So sometimes they have to tweak us a little bit. But you know what you're learning.
I have to work with Saint Germain on that? With
you
the
do.
Flame,
you do. Saint Germain and Lady Portia. They are the twin flames. They are the
Lady
two sparks.
Portia. I was just talking about her yesterday.
Yes, they are the twin sparks. Oops, I hit my microphone. The twin sparks that pulled apart and then went off on their journey and are to connect, right, at their final culmination of the ascension of their beings. So what I see here is that other spark of you, that other action of you, that piece of you that's been missing is close, and they will bring that forth so that you can have that interaction.
Okay, I can actually say we've made contact, but then I lost contact on a soul level, I would say.
Yes.
Not physical, if that makes sense to you.
It does. It makes perfect sense to me because we can feel someone in the soul. You know, during the show, I play this song, Do You Know Me? Do I Know You? I think we met before. That's about a soul relationship. That's about two people who've met, but they knew each other already. Their souls knew it, made that contact. So this is what you want to look for. You're looking for that connection that brings two people together that is written in the destiny, is written in the stars.
Okay.
All right.
Let it be written, let it be done. Thank you very much.
Yes, it is done. Yes, thank you. God bless you. Bye.
God bless. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we've got calls in Boca, we've got calls in Florida and Stewart, and we've got Facebook questions, and the calls just keep coming. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story.
Hi, I'm Tina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Did you hear the news? I've got a new show. You can hear me now from 5 to 8 p.m. on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. Come talk with me right now at 1-888-565-1470. You can reach me from 5 to 8 p.m. on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. Come talk with me right there on WWNN 95.3 The Talk. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. We are back here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we're talking to all of you and answering your questions live on Facebook, live on Periscope, and right here on the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. And I'm going to go pop right back onto the phone lines, and I've got to go to Leslie. And Leslie, she's in Stuart, Florida. Leslie, how are you this evening?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, Leslie. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
Well, I'm interested in what Spirit has to say about a couple of things. When I'd be getting clients for my business, and I'm dating someone, and anything else Spirit has to tell me.
So when I first heard your voice, the first thing Spirit was talking to me about is I wrote down the $, and we've got some work happening here. So we've got work and money coming to you. And they made some swirls around it. Like there's money that's meant to be swirling around you. So it's almost like that game show where they put you in the little vault and the money's swirling and you got to reach up and grab as much money as you can, honey. This is what I see. But I feel as if you're networking and you're reaching out and you're making connections for people, yes?
Yes.
All right. And I'm feeling that there's a lot of connectivity in the health, the healing aspects of your business, yes?
Yeah.
And I'm also seeing more spiritual ramping up, like awareness, like you've been, I don't know, spiritified. I don't know. They've intensified your connection, yes?
Yeah.
It's like you're almost standing there and you're going, I know what I know right now. And you're like, how did I know that? I don't know, but I'm not going to question it. Yes, and it's becoming more and more intense, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I see growth. It's a steady, I'm going to say steady plodding along coming out of this year and next year. I see a lot of business for you. And I'm seeing that you're learning how to market and such. And you know, I'll tell you too, I have my business class that I'm launching in the beginning of October. So perhaps that's something you can participate in. I'm seeing a lot of movement. It's just we start off getting one person and another person and it begins to build, all right? That networking that you're doing and the referrals. Spirit talks about referrals, yes?
Yes.
And I'm seeing the health, you're managing your health. You're managing your health a little better. It's not healed or gone, but I feel that you're learning to manage it better. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And I feel as if there's the distractions of life and doing things that make you happy are taking the emphasis off the discomfort of the pain that you've been in, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the birthday of the person that you want to ask me?
I don't know.
What? You're dating somebody you don't know their birthday? And then you call into Sarah Spiritual? How could you do that to me? All right, let me tune in. Hold
but you can do it.
I know. Just, do you have to make Spirit and I work quite that hard? Let me see. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hold on. So I have to always remember where I am. I'm in the month of September. There was a shift for you in your romance energy coming at the end of July. And so I feel like he came in after the end of July. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So I feel that shift in the energy. You know what I want to say? He's nice. He's like real and he's nice. Does that make sense to you? He's like a nice person. He's more genuine. Yes? You are two totally different people in that you think a little differently. He doesn't see things quite the same way as you do. But he's a very nice person, and he's got his own energetic vibe with him that kind of goes with you. Yes? You kind of blend, even though we're different. Yeah. We're different, but the same in the energy. When they take me into the dating, I'm seeing a little standoffishness, and actually it's on your part. I feel like you're hesitant, like you're holding back, like, wait a minute, what's your secret? What's your agenda? I don't know what you're up to. So Spirit says, listen, give him a chance. Just let him in a bit. He too has had his story. There's a story behind him, and I don't believe you have heard all the details of it. So I feel like he's going through his metamorphosis at this time as well. And I also feel there's some work-related activities that he's invested some time in, and he's got to work through that right now. So I don't feel like he's got lots of time available for you. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right. But he's working on something for work or a project that is going to tie up his time a bit, gives you time to kind of self-talk and let him in. You will know further in this relationship by the end of November if the fit is something that you're comfortable with. And then in the meantime, ask the question for Sarah Spiritual, please. What's your birthday? Because that allows me to pinpoint the journey of his soul so that I understand his soul's purpose. And so I see deeper into the relationship, whether it's a karmic relationship. I mean, all relationships have karma to them, but whether it's a karmic relationship that's for a lesson, a test, or something that's meant to stand the test of time, you see. That gives me that input. Okay. But I get a nice vibe from him. He seems like a genuine person. And he's interested in dating. He's interested in getting to know you. I don't know his sense of commitment yet. He's not there yet. But that's something that the two of you will navigate as you go forward. All right?
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
All right, Leslie. Is that what he said to you, yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. I just want to make sure it's genuine because you're right. I'm holding back.
Don't hold back. You have to be authentically who you are. You can't hold back. You have to be who you are.
Well, I know, but after dating, I know.
Well.
Okay, I will. I will give it a chance.
Okay, so let's look at this way. And I say this to you and everyone who's dated or dating.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that happens? What's the worst that happens? You never know unless you try.
Right. That's true.
So you have to be fully present in the moment of now and love wholly and completely as if you've never loved before. That's how you have to live. When you make the choice to love, and it's a choice, it's an active choice. You can feel the feeling, but you have to choose to jump in with both feet. And when you do, you have to be fully present in that moment.
Okay.
So work through that. Work through that fear, because it's just a reprogramming that one must do. And the disappointments of the past, you're allowing it to be a bundle of rocks and trip you moving forward. Now, if you said, I don't like him, I don't like his personality, there's things about, that's different. But I feel that you like the person, that you feel that there's something there to explore. Then put on your little journey outfit and go, girl. All right? Take a journey. Okay. It'll be good. All right. Thank you so much for your call, Leslie. Thank you. God bless you.
Sarah.
You're welcome.
You.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets us right in. And we're going to go to Boca. And I've got Elizabeth on the line. Elizabeth, how are you this evening?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Elizabeth. And how can Spirit and I assist you?
I'm just truly interested in what the Spirit might have to say for me in general, and as far as relationship also.
Okay. First of all, they're telling me that there's a shift, there's a change, you want to make some movement in career or business. There's something that we're looking to cultivate. Yes? That's the word they give me, cultivate. Does this make sense to you?
I'm sorry?
Does that make sense to you? You're looking to cultivate something.
Yes.
In business and business and career, yes?
Yes.
Now, when they talk to me about relationship, before you even asked your question, the first word they gave me was safe. It's very important for you to feel safe. Now, I could say that for everyone, but for you, safety and balance is important. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Loyalty and integrity and authenticity is also right up there, yes?
Very much.
All right. And Spirit tells me that nobody knows the trouble you've seen, that you have your story that leads you to sometimes not trust the authenticity of those around you. Yes, this is true. Yes?
Yes.
All right. There's a particular person you want to ask me about for love and relationship, please? Because I'm seeing that
yes.
safety, commitment safety, feeling content and able to be oneself is a little unsteady for you right now. So what is the person's birthday that you want to ask about?
4/26/89.
Okay. Here we have someone who can be a little emotional, a little unpredictable. This makes sense, yes?
Yes.
Very intense, intelligent, intense, sometimes their own worst enemy. And I see them like they run full force to something, and then it's almost like they hit an invincible wall and they back up. So I'm feeling that this person is a little moody, is the word they give me. This makes sense to you?
Yes.
All right. Almost like PMS. That's how I see it. All right. But when they love, when they are committed, when they feel it very intently. They're also kind of stubborn. But here's the issue that I see. I feel like there are other people around this individual talking in their ear. Like I feel like they're distracted, like they cannot give their full attention. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
All right. So we have to navigate multiple personalities in this relationship. Not that the individual has multiple personalities, but I feel like there's an audience kind of trying to direct that individual that you ask about as to which way to go in their life. And you're trying to hold the space of ultimate kindness and acceptance, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Almost not maternal, but with that energy of nurturing, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do not make excuses for this person, okay? This person needs accountability so that they truly recognize what their choices are, so they accept responsibility for their choices in relationships. They do not have relationship skills. I can't say any of us have relationship skills mastered, but they don't have relationship skills mastered the way you would like to see. So we've got to cultivate this, much like we have to cultivate business and career. We have to cultivate this relationship with love and kindness and patience and allow the person to emerge towards you. We need them to come towards you. Okay? But don't make excuses. If we have a date or an obligation or something and they are not following through, then express what is not comfortable for you. But one is not to wait on this one, because this one needs to move themselves along a little bit on their own pace. And it is for you to live your life, because you are looking for this true love connection. This is true, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And so in search of it, one is not to wait. One is to hold one's energy in this anticipation that it is already here, but be open that if that person of free will doesn't choose to follow through on their bargain, because there's a soul commitment here. There's a contract between the two of you. There's not a hit on, you guys. There's a contract, okay? And that soul contract, you feel that pull because you're very spiritual. This is true, Elizabeth?
Very.
Okay. And you feel that pull and you feel it, but it's almost like they have this resistance, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So let it be. Let it unfold for your highest good, my dear. But I do see that there is love right around you. We are going to let this unfold so that we see who actually is the candidate that is the one that you draw forth unto you. But I see growth in business and opportunities. I see you cultivating and networking and connecting with people to grow and expand business and career. This is what I see as something that is important to you now, important to the focus of what you do, and it's something that I look forward to seeing you grow. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Elizabeth, is this your first time calling the show or no?
Yes.
It is. Okay, Elizabeth. Well, thank you so much for calling the show. I greatly appreciate it, and I trust that I have been of assistance to you.
You have. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to go right back to the phone line. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Now
Yes, indeed. Come talk with me right here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah at 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines because I have Warren in Boca. Warren, how are you this evening?
Hi, Sarah. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Warren. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
I hear you fine. You're in your car, yes?
Yeah, I'm trying to see y'all. Yeah, I was wondering, like, as I'm moving on in my career journeys,
yes,
sometimes I get a little discouraged. It's like I can see the finish line, but
Yes.
the work to get there seems sometimes discouraging.
Well, for you, it's
know,
frustrating to wait on other people, yes?
Yeah.
You're with purpose and passion. And when you talk about, as you see things unfolding in career, you are especially referring to your music, yes?
Yeah, music and holistic health, you know, but there's some music that I really want to get out that
Yes.
people are actually asking for it all the
Yes.
time, but it feels
Yes.
like getting it out is such a challenge.
Such a challenge
You know?
because you don't have the capabilities and you have that in the hands of someone else. Is that true? To produce or finish a video for you. Is this true? Yes?
Correct.
Okay. So when I see this energy and I move this energy towards you, you know, I feel that you have it in the hands of someone who can do it, but I'm not sure they're going to get to it. And I know you don't want to hear that. But I'm telling you, it's for you to look for someone else who might be able to help you with the production of this piece. Because I feel as if they are not as invested and they're distracted. They're very distracted individual. And it's not just because they have a lot on their plate. That's just their personality is very distracted, yes?
Correct.
Okay. So when I look at that energy, I look around and I see that you kind of hit a wall here with this. Now, with the holistic health, it's time for you to make a shift. It's time for you to build your own brand, for you to step out and be under your own. They kind of give me an umbrella, yes? So when I take you under your umbrella is your umbrella of greatness. And it is the unfolding of everything, the knowledge that you bring from other lifetimes, Warren. This is what you bring forth to the world. It's not just the knowledge that you will learn or you will gain through studies. And these will assist you greatly, these studies, but there's so much that you bring to the table. It's to form business, it's to form it and form the relationships and let it unfold. And through the inner wisdom, you will provide guidance. And then you will have the certification and the information to back you up as you progress. But for those who seek counsel, healing, advice from you, harmony, this alignment that I see, counsel, advice, yes, these energies, you're already ready for that. It is you that hold the key to opening the door. It is you that is resistance. It is you that I see at the base of the spine when we talk of the hurt and the pain and the stagnation. It's that you are blocking the flow, not just the residual energy. It is the fear of moving forward and being supported. It is the fear that the base of knowledge, the root of knowledge is not present, but they tell me the root of knowledge is present. It was present at birth. You came knowing what you needed to know. Put your foot upon the path. And it is to recognize your worth in an industry and market yourself appropriately. Not overly marketing, not overly pricing, but to price a fair wage for the actions that you do for others, the advice and the counsel that you offer others, and step out on the platform. It is time.
Yeah,
and the music will come. The music is more like the backup singers. I know there's great passion, but the holistic health, the energy of healing, the energy of wisdom, that is the foremost talent. And the music is the harmonic background that supports it all, that will lead down a path, that will manifest a life of its own. It is just not in the hands of the right people. This is what they make me very sure of. So this is Spirit talking. You ready? If I were you, I would get that tape and video from them and I would pull it back. Pull it back, pull it back. That's Spirit. It's like my business spirit is going, go get that. Go get that young man and just pull it back. And the right person will emerge.
Right. Yeah, I feel that it's time for me to meet some other people, cultured people, because I'm getting, I keep thinking about culture, rooted culture, all cultures.
Right. All culture, but there's rhythm, there's energy with your music that is cultural. Is this correct? Yes?
Yeah, it's very cultural,
Very
Caribbean music.
Caribbean music. So when we produce Caribbean music, we need to be with people who have knowledge of that music and that rhythm, that beat, that energy, that flow, which is unique unto the Caribbean.
Yeah, the Caribbean or grassroots Africa,
Yes, and it calls to the spirit. It calls to the spirit, and that music is very ritualistic too, and it summons people's spirit to rise and be who they've come to be, my dear. So it's very powerful, very powerful.
Indeed.
All right,
So,
you are on track. You are on track with that. Simply, you want to make that call and say, "Hey, man, you know what? We'll just like table that, send that back for me. I know you're busy, and I'm busy now, and so let's just wait. Let's just put a pause on it, and this way you get it back, and then you direct it to someone else, and you never know. We'll have to look and see who we know who might be able to assist you with the production of that."
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely some new people are going to arise.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Warren. I trust that we've been of assistance to you this evening.
Yes, always. Right. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate
You're welcome. Thank you so much for calling, Warren. God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're being heard on TuneIn and iHeartRadio. So I really hope that you join us. And if you're at 1100 a.m. in Atlanta and you're watching this show or listening to this show, feel free to pop on to iHeartRadio and pop on to 1470 AM, 95.3 FM. Either one will get you. Go to WWNN and go to the iHeart app and watch the end of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Take a listen. We'd love to have you continue to stay with us as we get ready to close for our second hour and move on to our third hour. And if you're on hold, stay with us, everyone. And if you haven't picked up that phone line, 1-888-565-1470. And those of you on Facebook know that we're going to pop right on and answer some of your questions just as soon as we get right back from this commercial break. Stay with us, everyone. Atlanta, come on over. We'll be right back.
I've been standing in the room
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, I am. And I am spiritually speaking to all of you here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk. And we're talking to you. That's right. I'm talking to you. And I'm talking to Spirit, and I'm getting all the messages for all of you. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I hope you join me at 1-888-565-1470. And join me on Facebook. I know that we have Facebook messages. I've got messages for Kim. I've got messages for, oh my goodness, we've got quite a few people. We've got Brenda. So we've got a lot of people who are on Facebook, and we're going to be answering your questions as well. But right now, I'm feeling led to answer a question from someone who's in New York City. And I've got Kamini on the line. Kamini, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kamini. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I'm calling because I remember a while back when we spoke, Spirit said that in this year it would be a better year for me, particularly July. But things just have not shifted like there yet. And I guess I don't know what's going on. I was really hoping to see something positive, and I was trying to have that energy.
Okay.
But things are like, I would say, harder with like jobs, and I just want to know, like, when will something good come out of a job for me? Like, when will I have somewhere that I can be established at, and it'll be like long term?
Because you're doing temp agency work, is that what I'm understanding? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and even if you have a full-time employment, it seems to be short-lived. Yes.
Yeah.
And we're having some conflicts when we work in different places, yes? Are we having some issues with some people?
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes when we notice a pattern of something repeating, it's not always external. What we need to do is make adjustments within self. And, you know, I know that you give 150% and you really throw yourself into your job. But I also feel that not everybody understands, because I think you ask a lot, and I would want you to ask questions when learning, but you ask a lot of questions when you're at work to understand things, yes? And I feel as if sometimes people feel like you're asking too many questions or you've overstepped your bounds because you're working and you actually make some people look bad. Does that make sense to you? Like you're busy working and they're chit-chatting?
Oh, I didn't catch that, because where I used to work before, it's such a busy office that everyone just does what they're doing.
Yeah, everyone does what they're doing, but that was where you worked before. But we're giving you a general brushstroke of experiences that have built up. So I do feel that there is gainful work employment coming for you that is going to be, I'm going to say, consistent. But I also feel as if you have had reason to miss work. Is that correct? We were late. We had absentee. There were some interruption. Yes? Okay.
Yes, we did have some interruptions that I couldn't really help.
Right. This is also part of this is a contributing factor to your not being able to be sustained in a job, particularly when you're new. You know, you have that probationary time, that introductory time, and then sometimes things happen that you cannot help, but you're not in the company yet. So sometimes they're not as flexible with all of that. You understand me?
Yeah.
So it's to hold the vision, but I'm also feeling as if, have you applied for a job or considered a job where you get to do the work for the office at home?
No, I went, actually, that you brought that up, I went on an interview today.
Yes.
But again, like I went to the interview, I thought it went well, but I felt like my gut told me, I was like, oh, this feels like another one. That's not going to be the one, you know? But everywhere that I'm applying to, it's not at home. It's like away from home, because I don't really see anything like that
yet. Well, let's see if we can manifest that, because I feel as if that would offer you some flexibility and take off some of the pressure of the hurry of getting from point A to point B. Yes?
Yeah, because it's kind of tough with us with one car, and we're trying to go here and there. And
I see that. So it's to consider work that we can work from the home. And I do feel the shift and the change coming. So it is to consistently put oneself out there so you find that fit. And when you have that feeling, this isn't going to be the one, I want you to go to that feeling and I want you to say, you know what, feeling? I'm going to dissolve you. I'm going to say, be thou dissolved. Because you're actually allowing your fear or the expectation of this is another one. That doesn't mean your intuition may be off, but we can make something out of anything if we choose to. So just because the vibe is there, you may be actually walking in with your fear that actually makes that happen, that it's not the one. So I understand, it's like when we've had a series of relationships that have been failed, and then we get to a relationship and we assume it's going to be another same story. But that the pattern does not have to repeat oneself. So you're feeling that feeling, but I feel like you're coming in with that fear of like, I hope this works. I hope this is going to be the one. I really need it to be the one. And we're coming in with that angst. Come in with this confidence that I am the being who is creating and precipitating in the outer world the perfect job for me. I am the being who's doing that. With the support of my guides and my angels and the creators, I'm the being. That's what you're looking to do.
Sometimes I try not to have any conflicts with anyone in the office, but sometimes things just arise and I just don't do anything and I stay quiet and I think that that's going to solve it, but then it doesn't end up doing that, and that's what happens sometimes.
Yes, you got to pick your battles, honey. Sometimes we do have to speak the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we do have to speak the truth, but you want to hold on a little longer because I do see this coming to pass. All right.
All right, then.
All right. Thank you, Kamini. Thank you so much for following the show in New York City. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, I do. I try my best to listen. Now that you've kind of changed the time, I kind of try to have to hurry up and try to just get what I can get. Even if I don't call in, I'll just get what I can get in the last hour or so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we are on from 5 to 8, but you can watch it on Facebook and the playback and go to Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, and that will help you as well. Okay.
Oh, I think I'll do that. I even watch the YouTube sometimes, so that's
great.
Good. All right.
Thank you. All right. Perfect, honey. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you straight here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and I'm going right back to the phone lines. I've got Steve, and Steve, he's in Delray. Steve, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Sarah?
Doing great, Steve. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I just got in a new relationship, and the odds are stacked against me. But I want to see how what you think about it.
All right, Steve. Can I have that person's birthday? Do you know their birthday?
It's in November. I know she's a Scorpio.
Okay. Well, pretty intense connection that I see there between the two of you. Yes.
Yes.
Right? It's almost magnetic, electric. It's electric,
yes.
Boogie Woogie. Oh, my God. But there's a newness to this relationship that kind of take me back. I'm in the month of September. I really want to go this. It's short. It's like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. This is how it feels to me. Does that make sense to you?
How many weeks?
4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. That's the vibe to it. Yes?
Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yes. This is how I feel that relationship. I feel the newness of it. I feel the electricity of it. I do see that she's a strong personality, and you're a bit of a free spirit. You like to kind of come and go as you please, yes?
Yes.
All right. And there's an entrepreneurial spirit with you. Do you want to have your own business, Steve?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I see business around you. I see you cultivating a business for yourself. I see you're a good networker. And you like to travel. You like to kind of just throw some things in a bag and just go. Just ride is what they say. You like to ride? Just get in the car and go?
Well, sometimes.
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of movement around you. I'm seeing a lot of positive changes coming for you. The relationship's a little new because not both parties have decided, oh, wow, this is going to be the relationship for me. But I feel as if it's I'm going to use this word, a good dance. There's a good rhythm to this relationship. And right now you're both on your best behavior, but that's okay. Because I'm seeing that, there's a connectivity that the two of you know how to communicate well with each other. And you're interested in what each other's saying. So there's a good flow in conversation. And as long as the conversation is moving and that we have communication, you're going to be able to understand each other very well. And we'll see where this takes you. You will have a good end of the year with this relationship if you both choose to follow through with it. Free will is at play, but it's a nice dynamic between the two of you. It's magnetic, is how they tell me.
Magnetic, interesting.
Magnetic. Does that make sense to you? Why is that interesting?
Because like I haven't really met anyone that's as honest as this person. So, and you know, honesty has played a big role in this relationship so far.
Yes.
I need to be understanding because you know her profession isn't really, you know, conventional.
Yes.
So you know,
I understand, but she's very magnetic. Yes, very attractive, very magnetic. Right? You're just drawn to her. You're drawn to each other. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Communication. Let the communication flow. As long as both parties know what to expect, things can flow well for you. All right, Stephen, let's see where it goes, even if it's not conventional.
Okay.
Everybody wants to have a nice love relationship.
Of course.
All right. Well, we wish you good luck and keep me posted.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Stephen. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. But you know what? I've got people on hold, but I am feeling compelled. Spirit is pushing me. I've got to go to Facebook. I have my Facebook friends to talk to too, you know. And let's see, we've got Carolina Garcia. Carolina Garcia, I'm seeing a trip. Matter of fact, I'm seeing you getting in the car and coming to West Palm Beach. I'm seeing you making a trip down south to South Florida from where you live. I'm feeling that shift and change. I'm also feeling that it's time for you to have a raise or an increase from the work that you do, because I'm seeing more money coming to you. I don't know if it's $1 or $2. It doesn't seem significant, but I see a raise coming to you. Increase in finances. This is going to come in a short time here. 1, 2, before the 3rd week of November, I feel that there's a raise coming to you. So I don't know if it's something that they do at the end of the year or you're due for an evaluation. But I do see increase in finances for you coming out of this year. So enjoy your raise, Carolina. And thank you so much for following the Facebook feed, Facebook Live here with Sarah Spiritual. I always love knowing that you're there participating in Spiritually Speaking with Sarah here on WWNN. And I'm going to go back to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to Ashley. And Ashley, she's in Jacksonville. Ashley, how are you this evening?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Ashley. And how can Spirit and I help you?
I want to know about my relationship. A lot of things have surfaced lately, and he's kind of dug himself in a hole.
Yes.
And there could be some issues with legality.
Yes, yes, that's okay. Hold on. All right, hold on. So here's the issue here. He had to go on this adventure, but he did not stop to think about consequences of freedom and childlike behavior. So he had a very early midlife crisis, very early. Like, I think he probably has 2 slotted in this lifetime. He started so early. And so he's crossed a few lines, and I actually feel that he's actually even put his job in jeopardy. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. His job is even in jeopardy by the choices that he's made. But, you know, when you started to talk, I wrote the word truth. And when you look at truth, the truth always comes out. You will always know the truth. There's no hiding. People think they get away with a lot of things. The spirit of illusion is there, but the truth always shows itself. And what one has to do is sit back and allow the truth to shine its light through the darkness. And he's not showing you his complete truth even yet. But now suddenly I feel as if he's embarrassed, but he also feels like he needs you. But then he's embarrassed because he doesn't want to hear you say, I told you so. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So Spirit says, let him roll. At this point, you know, he made his bed. He's going to have to sleep in this one for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Spirit says he's supported by family. They will be of some assistance to him. Okay? They'll be of some assistance to him.
I'm sorry, the phone cut out. Could you repeat that?
Sure. Spirit said his family will be of some assistance to him. All right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. And it's going to cost him a lot of money, too. So whatever the legalities are, there's some fines and costs associated with this, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's lucky. He actually is going to come out of this lucky. Some of this is not going to come out as rough as it could have been. All right?
And so you said there's still, is there basically still more truth to find out?
A little more truth to find out. A little more truth to find out. And I am going to say this to you. He's showing you who he is as a person. Not the person that you see him to be. Not the person you imagine him to be. He's showing you who he is as a person. So you have the ability to pay attention and choose to love him anyway, or decide it's not a vibrational match for you. That's where free will plays, honey. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let the experience unfold. I see it kind of coming to a head in just a few weeks. So it's going to all kind of blow up in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I don't know if there's a court date coming up or something, but something's going to blow up in his face, and then we're going to see where he is. Now, I know as the person who cares for him, and you're going to find yourself saying, well, then maybe he'll learn, maybe he'll understand, maybe he'll wake up. I can't promise you that. I cannot promise you that. Because he doesn't know how to take responsibility for all of his actions. So somehow he would even turn and say, oh, this is because of you. And it's not because of you, because of the circumstances. We're not discussing circumstances on national radio, and you've never told me these circumstances. You're calling in, but I get the sense that it's something that we're just not going to talk about on national radio. Is that true?
Okay.
All right. But I see that it's not your responsibility. And this is his time where he gets to, Spirit says, put his big boy pants on and step up to the plate and take responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can find his way there, then that helps the relationship. If not, then you see who he is, and then you have to choose where you want to be. This makes sense to you, honey, yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes. I know it may not be exactly what you want to hear. I know you want to be like, oh, the rock hit him on the head, and now he gets it. Oh, it could be so simple. No, he's not quite there yet. All right? So you pray.
Okay.
Pray for him. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much for calling. All right. God bless you. Bye. We welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that brings you in. And we're going to go to Facebook. And we're going to see what your questions are on Facebook. And if you're on hold or Miramar, don't hang up because we'll get to your call in just a minute. Let's see here. Yes, we want to talk to Kim. Kim has some imbalances. She's not feeling well. The energy's not right. Balances in the chemistry of the physicality of the body. First of all, they are telling me thyroid imbalance. They're also talking to me about, Kim, and I hope you're listening at this moment. They're talking to me about minerals in the physical body. They're talking to me about have your minerals tested. They're talking about manganese. They're talking about copper. They're talking about magnesium. They're talking about these levels in the body. They're telling me that your adrenal glands are like blown out. There is so much stress and energy in you that it's like you just are not yourself. And I'm feeling as if once we find the right balance, and there should be a way for you to adjust this holistically, but if not, go to someone who is going to do all the necessary tests to find the right hormone imbalance that is connected and balanced by the thyroid. The thyroid is out of whack. And perhaps you can go to a functional medicine doctor. This may give you some relief and some other alternatives. And I also feel that some of these imbalances, Kim, are rooted in some spiritual misalignment as well. So, Kim, contact me at sarahspiritual.com, or come to our center at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach, and let's see if we can put together a little, spiritual kit to kind of assist you in making a shift and change in your energy, and that will support the imbalance in the physical body. Thank you so much, Kim, for your Facebook message. I greatly appreciate your following the show. Thank you. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're taking your calls right here on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. So stay with us, everyone. If you're on hold, don't hang up, because you know we're going to be right back. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like water into wine. Everything comes when the stars align.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook. Yes, indeed. Right here on 95.3 The Talk on WWNN 1470 AM. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. Thank you, Facebook friends, for all of your questions. And we're going to go to Roderick. And Roderick's in Miramar. Roderick, how are you this evening?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Wow, well, I've been doing some cleansing, and I've been trying to really get back in touch on a spiritual level with just finding balance in life, because there's a lot of things entrepreneurially I'm trying to endeavor right now. And, I've been trying to, and love, and also in those areas, I want balance, and I've been hitting a lot of roots in a lot of ways for many years. I get one climactic point, and it seems that I would kind of, almost reset and have to kind of get back to it. So sometimes I felt like it was me, or it was something external,
right?
Or maybe someone else. And I've been doing a lot of searching throughout the years to kind of find balance and find answers to what these issues were.
Well, I have some information for you, so I'm going to start to rattle off some of the things as you were talking. Spirit says that 2015, coming into 2017, this 2-year period, we've had a lot of false starts. We kind of jumped forward and then we kind of pulled back. And it's just like you're about ready to really get into the race, and something would come and cut you off. Does this make sense to you?
Absolutely.
And then I go back to the year of 2005. They bring me back to 2005. So now we're looking back 12 years. And I feel like there was a misalignment in relationship or people in the relationships around you. But it seems to be more a primary relationship. That's how it feels to me. Were you in a relationship at that time? Do you recall?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And that relationship was not a good fit for you. Is that also true?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
So I'm feeling that there's some chords of that relationship, almost like they ended up in a little, I want to say bad blood, or that person was not happy that the relationship came to a close. This is how they make me feel. And so I'm feeling as if since 2005, so now we're going to move to 2012. Prior to 2005, you had a lot of great ideas, a lot of activity in your mind. You were making some moves. You were trying different things and kind of almost working at the effect of other people. Other people were kind of telling you what to do. You were employed by other people. But after 2005, you began to realize, wow, I'm a spiritual being. I'm collaborating with the universe. I'm a creator. I can create what I desire. I've got a lot of good ideas. And you have multiple ideas. It's like multiple entrepreneurial ideas that could work for you. Jack of all trades, master of none yet. Notice I said yet, because you haven't found the purpose and the passion for you. But you also are a great role model because you've rolled around in the mud a bit yourself. This makes sense to you.
Absolutely.
All right. And you learned well from that struggle. This is true, yes?
Yes.
And there's something you can tell about that. There's a story you can tell about that. That makes sense to you, yes?
Absolutely.
And I see that you can mentor and guide others in their journey. And I could look at young adults, I could look at youth, and I also feel that people get you because this is what Spirit says, you keep it real. It's like he keeps it real, man. He keeps it real, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what you bring to the table, your authenticity. But I also see that there's some program limited beliefs that are embedded in you because even though in your intellectual mind you know you're good enough, there's a part of you inside that doesn't believe you're worthy of it. And this is a learned behavior that I go back in the early years of the disruption in the family unit. This is what they make me aware of. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we're bringing those, opportunities of growth, but we're bringing the hurt and the pain with us. And that lies dormant. And it begins to attract experiences that match the vibration that's lying dormant within that you can't have it all, or, nothing's forever. I can't count on something. I can't count on people. I don't feel safe. I don't mean safe physically, like someone's going to physically hurt you, but I don't feel secure in myself or the surroundings. So this is how I look at this. And when I look at this energy, I'm made aware that there's a breakthrough that's to come for you because you've made some connections with some people to take one of your ideas out because you believe in health and in wellness and holistic energy. You believe in all of these things. This is true, yes?
Absolutely.
Yes. And I feel that you've been cultivating relationships, cultivating networking, and a few of your ideas. You're putting together some ideas, or I'm going to use it as a program or a protocol that people can follow, something that you want to kind of be like part of your legacy is the word they give me?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So these things are in motion. I will tell you, Roderick, that you do not have all the right people in place yet, nor do I feel the financial backing behind you. This makes sense to you, yes?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. But I do see that there will come some people. I don't see one person. I see people, 2 to 3 people that will assist you in this project. And I feel like you have someone who you count on a bit, but it's not all fully evolved. I take you into 2018, and then things begin to move in that direction. Now, let's take a moment and just look at the energy, the auric energy for a minute. I'm feeling, even though you do your practices, you do your meditation, you do your mantras, you do what you do spiritually, I'm feeling that the energy is a little clouded around you, some spiritual bathing, something to assist you. I could recommend some things. But there's something missing in the energetic field. It's like we still haven't cleared up some of the residue from some of the experiences. And, I think someone once told you this, a lot of people are jealous of you. It's just that energy. And I don't want you to hold on to that because I feel like they told you that, but you have to let that go because you know what? Yeah. People are not happy with themselves at times, and sometimes they have difficult supporting someone else's success, but really, really trust that you're going to move through this and there's going to be fulfillment in finances, fulfillment in business, and as well as in relationship. All right. And there's so many more things that I could tell you about relationship and things that you could do to facilitate this elevation, this movement forward to your dreams. But that's something I'd love to do on a personal session with you, a personal reading.
Yes, and I was recommended to, and I definitely want to take you up on that offer.
Great. So go to sarahspiritual.com. You can learn about some of the different sessions that I offer, a general session, a soul session, so many different ways we connect. If you can't make it to in West Palm Beach to the Expedito Enlightenment Center, then you can feel free to do it via phone or Skype. All right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Roderick. I hope I've been of service to you this evening.
You have. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I really
God bless
appreciate
you. Yes, thank you. Bye.
All right.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that gets you right here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines because I have someone in Fort Lauderdale, and it's Francis. Francis, how are you this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Francis. And how can Spirit and I be of service to you tonight?
Just wanted to get some insight regarding my career and maybe my personal relationships.
Okay. I'm seeing movement in career, like it's time to make a change. It's time to shift where we are. I want to put you into an expansion. Is there something you're considering doing next, Francis, please?
Yes,
okay.
There is.
Because I hear your voice. The first thing Spirit says is move. She's got to move. It's time. It's time to go. Don't hold on. It's time to jump ship is really how they make me feel. It's time for you to move. This makes sense to you, yes? You've been looking for something else. I see more reward. I see more finances. I'm feeling that there's growth coming for you. And I'm also made aware that there's a different direction that you can go with your career. So we begin to move in a slightly different direction. It incorporates some of the aspects of your current job tasks, but something a little bit more creative, something that takes you in a little bit more, uses more of your skills, so to speak. Because you're very good with people, yes, but you're also very detail-orientated, and you like things just so. This makes sense to you, yes?
Definitely.
Okay. So there is change coming for you. You are going to pull the trigger on this one. I cannot give you a timeline because if you're going to sit in the boat, then, I can't help you. But if you jump out of the boat, there's another little boat right alongside the boat. Get in the boat, start paddling. Girl, you're going to find something else even better. So that's what Spirit says about that. What is your question regarding relationships? How can I assist you in that?
I just wanted to see if things will change or...
Okay, person's birthday connected with you in relationship, please.
Birthday is February 3rd, 1986, and boyfriend.
Okay. He teeter-totters. He doesn't like to disappoint people. He likes, he gets stubborn sometimes, and then he doesn't want to make waves, and he's a little apathetic. I don't always think he can make up his mind, and he's like a eclectic, eccentric, kind of reminds me of an absent-minded professor. But I feel that he's not as driven as you are, and you seem to have an idea of where you want to go, and he's not as clear to that. And that means in aspects of himself, aspects of how to get where he wants to go. He may know what he wants to do, but he is not sure how to get there. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And you have a better idea of relationship. You're like, okay, this is where we go. And I just feel like he gets distracted with friends or other things. This makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So will it change? It's going to take him a little bit of time before he's where you are. And I'm not sure you're going to have the patience to wait. Spirit says you're getting a little miffed. Are you getting a little miffed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling him aloof. I'm feeling him a little distant. I'm feeling him a little cold. This makes sense to you, yes? At this moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in this disconnect, because that's how they describe it to me, in this disconnect, it's for you to sit down and write down what is important to you. What is it that you desire? Know what it is you want in primary relationship. Is it something that you want that is consistent? It is something that is important to you? What are the aspects of the partner that you want? And we have to be with a partner who gets us and who understands us and who has similar ways of communication and interest. There's so many things that are of importance in the relationship for you that I see are lacking, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So give it some space and use the time for you to evaluate what it is that you want, Francis. This way you can make the right choice for you. All right?
Okay.
All right, my dear. Have you called the show before?
Thank you. No, it's first time.
Okay, how did you hear about the show, Francis?
I just was driving home from work because I work in West Palm, and I just put my tuner just to pick up any radio station, and I picked up your station.
Wonderful.
And I just stayed listening.
Wonderful. Well, Frances, if you'd like to talk about this a little further, you can go to my website, Sarah Spiritual. I'm Sarah Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And you can go to sarahspiritual.com, learn more about me. I do have a center right there in West Palm called the Expedito Enlightenment Center. So you can pop over to 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard and come visit me, and perhaps we can have a personal session. And I know that you're feeling a little uncomfortable in where you're at right now in relationship, and I'd love to help you navigate it with a little bit more ease and grace. All right, my dear?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number that takes you right here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And I'm going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got Eileen, and she is in West Palm Beach. Eileen, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Well, I'm in a period of great change.
Yes.
And relationships and homes and
travel.
And everything.
Travel. I see you traveling. You going somewhere?
Wasn't planning on it.
Well, this is what I hear. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know if I'll be back again. So it's some of the movement and change may take you somewhere away from Florida, away from the area. All right. This is how I see that energy.
Okay.
But these are things that you have been speaking into existence. These are things that you've been seeing coming for a while. None of these changes are a surprise for you, yes?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'm going to take you back from 2017. I'm going to take you back to, well, June 2016. And that's when things started to shift and change. And I'm going to go unravel. Things are unraveling, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the question? How can I navigate with you through this experience so that you can see what's on the other side of the fence, right? Because there's a whole nother world out there, a whole nother life out there for you. Because I'm feeling stagnation, I'm feeling hurt, I'm feeling a lot of that, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And they give me this word betrayal too, yes? Feeling a little betrayed, yes? Like you lived up to your end of the deal, but they didn't do that.
Correct.
Oh, hate when that happens. Poop. Okay. So let me tell you how I see this. The way Spirit makes it show me is that they show me this story that you were living in your authenticity and the other person was living more in a bit of an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't catching all the signs, and you made a lot of excuses. This is not bad girl. This is okay. I noticed what I noticed, but I chose to ignore it. Because in your knowing, you knew there was no changing it anyhow.
Yes.
So you wrote it as long as you could, because you didn't want it to snap, yes?
Right.
Okay. If you release this, and I know you're also thinking at this time in my life, I got to start over. How's this happening? Forget all that. That's a conditioned, limited belief of a story that we're told as a human race. Stop that. Stop it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because this relationship, which had a significant time to it, yes? This relationship?
Yeah, very long relationship.
Very long, because my arms are like outstretched, like significant. Like we got time logged in the logger. But I'm going to...
years.
That's significant. But what I see here is that as we close this chapter of 2017, and as I take you into the months of April, May, June of 2018, good grief, I'm going to have to talk about that all soon. It is a new birth for you. When spring springs, so do you. There's a rebirth for you. And I'm seeing you attracting a new circle of friends, because I feel like the circle of friends are a little funky too. I see a new circle of friends, and I'm seeing movement. I'm seeing I know you're moving. There's a movement in residence, yes?
Mm. Well, the house is for sale, and
yes.
I question whether I should.
Let it ride.
Okay.
All right. Just say, okay, universe, I've got it for sale. Show me what my options are, because I feel like you need to get out of there. Like, we need to make a change. If we're going to change, let's change.
That's the way I feel. Yeah, let's do it.
Just do it, because the probability of things ever staying the same are really slim to none. So everything is evolving. And it's up to, in case of relationships, for people to evolve and do the dance. And sometimes we dance away from each other, but we can always dance in. That's the choice. There's a dance. And so in the dance of life now, it's for you to celebrate life, not mourn the life we've lost. It's to celebrate the life that you've had. It was a good ride. And then it crashed.
Yes.
But I see a whole new car coming up. It looks like a hot sports car, if you ask me. And shiny and fun, and you're going to have a nice relationship coming. So trust that experience, and it gives you the right to rebirth yourself in residence, career, everything. It's like a total makeover.
Oh, so maybe a new career?
Maybe a new career, or a new aspect of career. You know, that is up to you, but you're like ready for major change.
Yeah.
So welcome that. Welcome that. Eileen, how did you hear about the show?
I'm one of your students.
Okay, well, great. Great to have you on board. Thank you for calling in. You see, I never know who's really calling.
Taking my call.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. God bless you. Bye. See, I got one of my own students on the line. I don't even know, because we get so many callers here to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and you know what? I don't really know who's calling. Sometimes people don't even give me their actual name, but I just know what Spirit tells me. And I've got to go to the phone lines, and I've got Amber on the line, and Amber is in El Paso, Texas. Amber, how are you this evening?
I'm okay. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, Amber, and we have just a few minutes as we're getting ready to wind down the show. So how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
So I had actually spoken to you before. It's been about 3 months since the breakup, almost.
Yes.
And I currently feel worse than I did before.
I know.
I actually had sent her a birthday package, and she didn't react very great. And she basically told me that she couldn't talk to me anymore. So I'm just wondering, if there's any hope to ever talk to her. Like, what should I do? I just feel very
lost.
Sad.
Yeah, you feel lost. Yeah. When is her birthday again?
August 23rd, 1991.
And did she leave town or go to a different part of town, please?
Yes, she's currently in Washington.
Okay, because I feel like she left your residence and moved away. Yes, she moved away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, she ran. And I think you felt that too, like she was running. But she's got a wall up. When I go into her energy, when I ask for a birthday, she's got a wall up like she's done right now. She's done. And I know that's not what you want to hear. But she's got this wall up, and can I say there's no hope? At this minute, the way she's sending out, emitting her energy, she's like putting up a wall like, no, we're never getting back together. But, I know that things have a way of cycling back and circling. But right now, her free will choice is to stay away, and she spoke her truth. I can't talk to you. I can't go back that way. But I get the sense that her saying that made you feel like, well, what was I, such a horrible person? I was a horrible mate?
Yeah.
But that's not a reflection in you. It's a reflection of where she is in her life. And, whenever someone leaves a relationship, we can always look at ourselves and say, what adjustments can I make? How can I be a better partner, a better mate? And you and I have not had a personal session, have we?
No.
Okay. If and when you can, I would love for us to do that by phone or Skype. And let's really navigate this together. I know that inside you're totally devastated, and this came as, out of left field, knocked you over, and you don't know how to pick up and move forward. And, I want you to keep talking to her in your heart and just loving yourself and sending her love, and trust that whatever happens for your highest good, you will understand when it all unfolds. And it's going to take some time, but right now she's got a wall up, and I cannot say, and I think I said that to you before, it's like, we got to give this time to see what choices people actually make. But right now the wall is up, all right?
Do you still see us meeting by the end of this year?
It's possible. It's possible, but she's got resistance right now. So it's really, really a tight fit there. All right?
All right.
All right.
Thank you
I
very
hope
much.
we can talk sometime, honey. All right. God bless you. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Wow. 3 hours flew right by. And we've been spiritually speaking with all of you. And I want to thank you all for calling in with your questions and your Facebook participation, because you bring so much love and so much light to this experience. And these calls, this show, it's all about you and what you are navigating in your life. So I sincerely hope that I've been of service to you tonight. I hope you visit me at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Visit sarahspiritual.com. Learn about the personal sessions that I have. Tomorrow we have a great class at the center with spiritual cards and learning how to read them and all the fun that we're going to have. And next week we've got classes, and be sure to visit me at the New Life Expo. I'll be there on the 15th and the 16th at the Broward Convention Center. So thank you, everyone, for being a part of this experience. It's all about you. Until next week, thank you, good night, God bless you, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen?
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk